Spotlight. Spotlight. Welcome, Michella.
Hi.
Today we have another session of profiling the leaders with Michella Wijaya, founder and advisor of the Little Advisors, private life maybe.
Not getting you very clear, Damie. I don't know if it's everybody else. Oh, you're back now.
Oh, I'm back now? Okay. It's okay. So, Michella, welcome.
Yes. Okay, I don't think I hear your
Sorry,
your words before. Like it was. Is it my connection or Demi's connection?
Damie's connection.
Office connection. It's jumping. So, Michella, my first question to you is, who are you? Private life or anything you want to share?
Okay. First of all, I thank you, Demi, to how can I say that? Like to invite me to join this session, and thank you, Max, also for the opportunity to be here to be like analyze my personality. And I'm Michella Monique Wijaya. I'm from Indonesia. I'm from Surabaya. I'm from Kalimantan actually, but now I live in Surabaya. So I am the co-founder of Little Advisors company. So what we do in Little Advisors is like we are a consultant-based company. We provide consultant services in accounting, in finance, and in tax. And our team, we all have a background like experience from Big Four accounting company. So we deliver the Big Four quality, but for the like affordable price, because we want to fill the gap in Indonesia, because like Indonesia, a lot of people don't have bookkeeping, they don't do accounting, because one, maybe they don't know how to do it, and number two is they don't have the money. So that's why we are here. So the company is going to fill the gap. So we will provide good quality services with very affordable price, and focus on SMEs, small medium enterprises. So what we target, our target market is small medium enterprises. And actually, I never claim myself as leader actually. So that's why like when Demi invite me to join the session, I said that I don't think I'm a leader though, like because I was studying engineering, so I can say myself I'm good at problem solving, but I'm bad at like directing people. So that's why like I never address myself as a leader, because maybe they follow me because maybe they inspired by my word or action maybe, but I never like I don't know how to direct them, like direct them, like direct them in a way that let's do something else like that. Like maybe I just do it myself and they will follow me kind of thing. So yes, I don't think I'm a leader, but because Demi said that everyone can be the leader as if you are trained as leader. So that's why I'm joining this session, and I want to know my potential as a leader. Maybe Max can help me to direct me how to be a better leader for my team. Thank you.
Thank you for your honesty, because it's exactly why I invited you, because you are a founder, one of the co-founders of Little Advisors, and that also is part of leading, right? Because it's your vision that is going to lead it, and you are one of the persons that drive that. So you said your behavior is not like a leader. So if we talk about that, can you describe yourself? What's your personality in general, you think?
I am very neutral. I don't know, like maybe because like I believe in Buddha before. I mean like in Buddha we don't have God, and it's not. I'm not trying to be like promoting Buddhism, but I'm just like based on my experience in life, like in my background. So I am very neutral, like everything good or everything happen, I never like very how do you say that? And don't like I don't excited too much when good things happen, but I don't like angry or sad too much either if something bad happens to me. So like I always see things happen for a reason. So that also what happened when in office in my work, that any happen in my office, maybe bad things, especially bad things in this case, I will try to get to know the problem first. Maybe I will meet the staff and meet the employee first, or I try to talk with the client first. I will just like try to get to know more deeper about the problem. So what is happening, and then because I'm a good problem solving, maybe I just trying to solve the problem. So kind of, I mean, like yeah, like that.
You try to approach it analytical in with
Yes,
solutions.
yes. I think my brain is more about logic. So that's why I think I'm not a good leader, because when you're leading people, like you work with a lot of people, you need to have more about emotional uh, approach to them, because actually people like I think they make decisions based on their emotion. Like when you buy stuff or when someone sell you something, what make you buy the things about your emotion decision. So I think that's one of my weakness in leading people. I cannot. It's hard for me to understand what they are thinking. So actually, I always like analyze things logically, but and sometimes that's not gonna work in communication between people, because I need to learn more about their emotion part.
Yeah, their motivations and why they
Yes.
are motivated to or want to do things. I understand that. So if you compare yourself with your general behavior at home, and then suddenly you go to work, is there any change of behavior, difference between home and work for you?
No.
No?
I think it's the same. I think it's the same. Like so in my office, we don't call ourselves like boss or leader and employee. So we are just like a team. So we work together, and then if anything happen with the company or any problem occur, we just talk together, and then we try to solve the problem together, because we see them like as a family. So like like our employee, they stay with us since the beginning until now. For example, like in my I'm managing two companies. One is my father's company and one is the lead advisor. And my first company, we have the employee for like 25 years now. Like almost everyone is with us from the beginning until now. So they are like our family.
Yeah.
So they stay with us because they feel like we are their family too.
Yeah, one big family, so different kind of approach and management. Can. So let's imagine that you are under severe pressure, meaning the future of your company is at stake. What will change? What will change? Will change your behavior? Will you panic or something else? What would you do? You think?
No, because I'm kind of person that is very calm. I think if anything happen or something like make me angry, I might not angry, so that like people always questioning me like, why don't you angry? Well, like I said, like why do I need to angry? Like it's gonna drain my energy. I think like it's better for me to try to solve the problem. And how I solve the problem is like talk to the team, because as a co-founder, it's a co-founder, so it's not myself. We are a group of 3, so I can say it's a co-founder team. And in my company, I am the doer, and my another partner is the thinker, and the other one is the innovation one. So if anything happen, we will talk together, and I am the one like who push them to do this, like to do the decision, like okay, let's do it. So okay, let's fix it this way or that way. But the other one is this, she is gonna think about like the risk and then another consideration. and the other one, they will come up with like some strange way to solve the problem, but sometimes it works. So he's the innovation one, like the creative mind one in the team.
So what
So
you're
yeah.
just, so what
So
you're saying is you will start talking a little bit more and start herding them, guiding them, right?
Yeah, so I was like, okay, let's do this. Okay, let's do that. And then the other one will say, okay, don't do it like immediately. We need to think about the risk. We need to think about another way to solve it and some other stuff. Yeah. So I think it's a good thing as a founder, because we are like a balanced triangle. So one is the do the most, one is think the most, and the other one is like always come with some creative idea.
Okay.
Also for the products. So yeah, like the products, like this one is always like, okay, let's do this, like let's develop a new product. I said like, okay, let's do this. But the other one will say like, I'm the supporter of him. So and the other girl, she will like, okay, let's calm down, let's analyze the market first, let's do like a planning, let's planning it like comprehensively, and then let's try the market first, blah blah blah. So yeah, we're like a triangle.
Teamwork.
Yes,
You
teamwork.
catch each other's areas, actually. What you
Yeah,
say.
so I never like make a decision myself, and I never like lead or direct anyone to do something. So we always like talk to each other. Like communication is the key in my opinion, like for myself.
Okay. And what makes you more motivated when do you start working harder?
Motivated. So I think I need to have a motivation to do something first. So when I decide myself to do one thing or one job or anything, when I decided, and I need to have like a why, right? And then once I decided to do it, I will do it until it's finished. I'm that kind of person that won't give up in the middle of the journey. So I need to finish it, and then I can leave it, or I can hand over it to someone else. But I need to finish like that specific project first, or that task first.
So your obligation to the task at hand, that is your motivation.
Yes, because that's what I decided. It's different if someone forced me to do it. if I decided to do it myself, I will do it until the finish line.
Okay, now then what you just mentioned already. So what would demotivate you? When would you be like, never mind, I don't want this?
Demotivated me. I think in my I don't know, maybe it's as time goes by, like maybe my personality get more mature. I have facing more stuff and more like problems. What that motivated me might change from previous and now. Now is because I'm a mom, I have a baby, and then I have limited time to do my work. And then actually like to be a working mom, I need to sacrifice some time with my kid, and then I need to make sacrifice my sleep time. I need to sacrifice like my time to watch Korean drama and stuff, because I have to make time to do the job. But when people like say like, oh, you don't work hard enough, or you are not making enough don't make enough effort, don't make enough sacrifice, and you don't sacrifice enough for the company, that kind of stuff will like kind of demotivated me. Okay. But you know, when we are facing a problem, maybe that's the people say it out of their anger. So I feel like demotivated for like few moments, but I will try to think about their position and then the problem that we are facing. Maybe it's not their true opinion about me, but maybe because at the position we are forced to deliver the job as soon as possible. But yeah, maybe something bad happens and that makes them or make someone say something bad that hurt other people.
I mean, emotional drive, right?
Yeah,
That's a good
but
one.
I think about the logical way. So yeah, I try to understand them first, and then I just makes. And after that, if they not thinking the same about me, I mean, if it's really just out of anger, like words of anger, I will just let it pass, and then I will just work again,
Okay.
and then feel motivated again.
Thank you for your honesty again. So, what are your personal strengths, you think? So you say, I'm not really good leader, but what makes you as a person, what are your strengths, you think? What are you good at?
Adapting. I'm very good at
Adapting?
adapting. Yes, I mean I can adapt in any situation. In many kind of different like groups or different age or different culture or different countries. I think
It's
like
maybe because you traveled a lot abroad and you studied abroad, right? So maybe it's because of that.
uh, yeah, maybe. And then try to be relevant to them, because like for example, when you are in a group of elders and a group of teenagers, when you talk to them, when you react to their conversation, you need to be relevant to them. You cannot talk about like maybe political with the teenager or for with the kids, and with the kids you cannot talk about that kind of stuff. So I I think I can be relevant to any group of people when I'm with with. So okay, I think I'm good at adapting.
Okay, good. And what do you? And then what is your weakness? In your behavior, what
Weakness.
is your weakness? What are
I
you
think
not good at?
I'm bad at negotiation. I still think.
Oh, why? Can you explain that?
I don't know. Maybe it's because what happened in my family. Like my mom is very typical Asian mom that everything she said we need to obey her. So that's my my family situation. So since I was a kid, I get too used to it. So I always follow what she said. So that's why like I never have a space to try to tell what I really want or what I really like and try to negotiate with her. So yeah, I never practiced how to negotiate with people since I was a kid. So I think that's my weakness. So that's also that's the thing that I don't think I'm a good leader, because sometimes leader they need to negotiate with they need to negotiate with other people or their client or stuff.
Well, not always, but I will let Mr. Max talk about that later. Hey, can you describe how you think you behave when you were other people? So you said before, my strength is adapting, so probably you will say that again. But how would you behave with other people? So yeah, you have your behavior when you're alone, right? And you have with other people. What would you do? Will you be talkative? Would you be shy? Would you be how will you be your assertiveness?
Actually, I think I prefer to spend my time by myself or with my family, but I also enjoy to like to have a conversation with other people, and then I enjoy to be in a community or staff organization, and I never have a problem with uh, meet with a lot of people, and then I quite enjoy it. I mean, I can make new friends easily. I think so. I never have a problem like when I so yeah, okay, for Max maybe it's a little background story. I was studying in China for 10 years. I went there when I was 14. I cannot speak Chinese at all, and I don't have any relative in China. But yes, I'm survived. Like I can make new friends easily. So that's why I can survive for 10 years in China by myself. When I was 14. So and maybe because I play tennis, so I usually just bring my racket to the tennis court and just, okay, hey, I'm Michella, can I play with you? And then yeah, we become friends.
Yeah, of course, social environment. Good. Very good. So you just said to me again, I'm not good in leadership. So what do you think is important in behavior as a leader?
For me, one is communication in emotional way, and that's what it's one of my weakness. And then if you are leading a company, you need to be able to negotiate with people, with client, and also with your employees. And then I think another one is strategic strategic thinking.
Strategic thinking.
I think because if you have like you need to be able to make a decision better for the company, right? So that you have to be strategically right for the decision. Like you need to think about the outcome, you need to about the efficient way to do it and stuff.
So actually, you actually already answered my next question: is which leadership skills are important to manage your team? You have to be strategic and negotiating. Okay, so you say you're not a leader, but you still have to make decisions as a co-founder, right? And as in your job. So can you describe in short how do you make your decisions? What is important when you make a decision?
Okay, so I know my weakness, right? And then I think my partner's aware about my weakness as well. So everything big, like maybe it's about the pricing or about the pricing or the negotiation stuff, my partner will do it for me, and I will back up them for the deliverable. So I think I'm good at the daily routine stuff. So for example, when I was a kid, my mom say have one tablet of vitamin C every morning. I do it for like, I don't know, all my life. Like I always follow the instruction and do it like exactly as I instructed. So I think I'm good at guiding them in a stuff that is like a daily routine. For example, maybe for this client A, I need to do ABC at the exact date, for example. For client B, maybe like ABC at another date. I'm good at managing that. So I can like send them reminder, or I can like make a plan like when they need to start doing it, and then I can follow up with them when they need to be finished, that kind of stuff. But yes, but I cannot decide like when someone bargain the price. I cannot say like I cannot decide it like how much can I give them, like how much discount can I give to them, or how much what is the price of this exact services. I cannot say that. I cannot make decision. So I always leave the big decision to my partners. I manage so he's the one who always go meeting everywhere. Like every day he have like a meeting, like a bunch of meeting, and I just backing up with managing the office. Yeah, that's also the team. I like teamwork.
You're actually a leader as part of the team.
Yes.
And so you lead together actually. Okay. So is it anyone of Little Advisors here, by the way?
Wait, let me see the participant. I don't think so, because I know what my partner is interviewing someone at this moment, so I don't think he can join.
No problem. Then I will ask you. How would your team describe you? How do they see you as leader? Because you said you take care of them, you push them a little bit, but you let them take the decisions. What would they say about you as a person, you think?
I think I don't know about the staff, right? About the employee, because I never asked them, and they never told me about myself. But my partner said like I am good at learning something new. So yeah, even though I don't know how to do it or I never done it before, I don't have expertise in what to say that, expertise and experience before in that field. But once he teach me or tell me how to do it, I can just continue it without any problem, that kind of stuff. Because like, okay, my education background is engineering. I have an engineering degree until master, and then I have master degree in the science field as well. But now I'm working in a consultant-based company, so it's kind of different. But yeah, I mean, he think I'm good enough to managing the company, and then everything that he taught me to do it, I can do it better than my stuff. That's why like I can I can manage them because I know better than them, even though they learn the exact field for 4 years in university and I never learn it. But yeah, I can sometimes I can do better.
I think you just found your own definition of your leadership.
What is it?
But by being an example for others.
Oh. Yeah, I think
and
that's
and because you're good at what you're doing, then people will follow you. It's also leadership.
Yeah,
but
maybe.
let's leave that to the expert, because I want to ask if Mr. Max is already prepared to saw Michella in half. Okay, Mr. Max, Michella made a personality profile assessment with SDA last week. So I'm going to give the Michella to you, and then maybe you can describe the personality profile report with her, and maybe we come to a conclusion that she's actually maybe a capable leader without realizing it. So, are you here? Because I see it's a little bit connection, a little bit.
Sure, quite happy to do that.
Okay. So, Mr. Max, I'm going to give Michella to you. I'm going to step out.
I am here.
Okay, Michella, when you need help, just yell for help, and I will cut off Mr. Max. No, joking.
Am I back? My apologies. Yes, I'm in a hotel, so.
You are back. I will go. Oh, he just dropped totally. Oh, wait. So Michella, we wait for Mr. Max. If you talk about, you cover a little introduction about Little Advisors. What is the ultimate goal of Little Advisors?
Actually, like the ultimate goal is we want to. No, I think I mentioned that before. So we want to fill the gap for consultant services in Indonesia, because at the moment the company who did the most is Big Four company, right, for accounting, and then it's hell like a bloody expensive. So we are trying to give services as good as them, but with the very like affordable price. I mean, even like one of our clients said, "Are you sure it's the price? Because it's too cheap." But well, I mean, like
what I meant more is like, okay, Little Advisors want to offer their services to the SME to make accounting more affordable. But where do you want Little Advisors to be in 5 years? Are you still a small company now, or are you bigger?
Oh, and also like one of our vision is to have Indonesian people with more financially literate, because a lot of people have financial problem because they don't know, they don't aware about the financial literation, so they always make a bad decision financially because they don't know what's the better option or how to plan financially better. So that's why we always post everything educative about finance, accounting, and tax in our Instagram account. So hopefully people will learn, and then they will read our posts and be more financially literate. But at the moment, like what they like the most is like meme. Like it's meme. It's like it have most engagement. But yeah, I think I hope like people will try to educate themselves more about financial literacy. That's one way to solve the sandwich generation problem as well, because that's what really our problem at the moment in Indonesia. It's too much people in a sandwich generation, like yeah. So we want to
you said before that you don't try to fill the gaps for the SME, right? And you talk about the things that are missing, like or accounting in general. And what's the benefit for the SME in that? If we talk about regular cost and when we work with little advisors.
Oh yeah, because
if
they track their expenses and then they do the bookkeeping, right? I think they have like a good understanding about the company or about the specific business they are doing, like how many cash they have in hand, how much money they can invest in like something else, maybe buy a new stove or new fridge if they are doing food and beverage businesses. And they can also analyze like which part of the company use the money most. Is it operational or is it investment or it's financing? So if the operational cost too high, maybe they can try to analyze what's the problem, or maybe because they have too much employee or the employee is not working efficiently, or they want to I mean they can analyze their business better if they have a proper financial statement, so they can make a better decision for the company and they can grow it better. Because I think in Indonesia a lot of people they don't have bookkeeping, or if they have it, they mix their own money and then the company money, so everything just like mixed together in one bank account. So yeah, that's bad for the company. Okay. So we want to educate. Yeah, that's what one part of the education. Yeah.
How to do their finance actually.
Yeah. Yes.
I see that Mr. Max is back. I see he's moved to the garden or the balcony.
I'm on the balcony. Yeah. Sorry guys, I'm staying in a hotel and the room was free, so it's not booked under my name, so I can't log into the hotel Wi-Fi. So I'm on mobile now, so we should be good.
Okay, so Max, I will give Michella to you then the coming 20 minutes to 30 minutes, and I wish you a lot of fun. Michella, if it's annoying, I will just
okay, I will call you.
No. Yes, I will be removing myself, and I wish you two a lot of fun.
Thank you, Timmy.
So.
Hi, Max.
Hi. Okay, I'm still here. Good. I'm nervous for a second. Well, firstly, I don't think I need the report because Danny told me so much about you 4 or 5 years ago when we first met. So nice to meet you, if not in person, virtually at least. Yeah, before I say anything else, was any questions you had on what you read, or how did you rate the report in general?
Okay, first when I start the test, I was a bit confused because like how it's gonna analyze my personality based on the like preferences or like my priority at that moment. So I just follow them instruction, don't think and just follow your gut and then just make the answer, like answer it. Okay, I just answer it based on my gut. I don't think too much. I just answer it until the end of the questionnaire and then I just submit it. But when I received the report from Chris, I think actually it's amazed me because it's exactly what I am at the moment. Because yeah, it's surprising. Like I'm very amazed about the result because I don't think I just like chose like my priorities, right? And then they will give me like very detailed and very long report and it telling me like exactly what I am thinking right now. And I don't know, because maybe when if I did the test like maybe 5 or 10 years ago, the result might be different because I have like
Yes.
a different situation and different priority at the moment. But according to my current situation, the result is like it was me, like it's exactly like me at the moment, like what I'm thinking recently, and I think what I was thinking that it might be my problem, but according to the result, that is me.
Yeah.
So it's it's amazing me. It's very surprising. Surprisingly, it's very accurate.
Most people feel the same because people's general experience with a psychometric assessment is often a free tool that they've accessed online. And if you're getting something for free, how do you expect value for money, right? So you're really just getting a very basic version of what we do. As a company, Success Dynamics has been around for 40 years now. So that's 40 years of profiling experience. That's 40 years of data sets. We've been validated several times, including by the Imperial College of London. Our methods are tried, tested, and turn out to be pretty true and fairly accurate. One of my favorite things, as you were talking earlier, when you were talking about your upbringing and your mum, I just put a little star next to part of your report, making a note that you're the typical Asian mum now. In that the people that work with you should be aware that you will strongly resist reducing standards or breaking rules. And if you're responsible for enforcing rules, you can be uncompromising and dictatorial. This is almost like how you felt your mother could be, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and another thing I thought was really interesting was when you were describing your behavior under pressure. If I was sat on the laptop, I could be holding the charts up now, but just to see how your eye increases under pressure, where you do become more talkative and you are the one that would then lead vocally, basically shouting out, come on, everybody, let's go, let's do this, let's make this happen, we can do this. So, it always warms me to see people identifying so much with the report. One question I'd ask you with your team dynamic, with you being basically 3 co-founders, how valuable do you think it would be if you had a similar level of information about your co-founders and how to work with them? And how valuable do you think it would be in return if they knew that information about you, how to manage you, how to develop your leadership skills? Beyond just knowing that yourself, how valuable do you think it would be across the board?
I think like it's very good to know each other personality because we have been worked together. Like actually, with my co-founder, he was my friend for like many years, like almost 10 years now. But we never worked together before the company. And at the beginning, we fight a lot, like we argument a lot, because maybe they have a different perspective or understanding about me, and I also have a different perspective about him, and then we have different kind of working style, and
yes.
And yeah, we argument a lot, and then we fight a lot, but we are committed to the company, and we always like try to solve the problem. So actually, like at the moment, we are good. I mean, he knows how I finish the work, and I also understand his situation and then his way of thinking. Not 100%, but I know like generally. So I think we have less argument recently, but that takes a lot of like emotion, and then that drain my energy when the argument happen when you are near the deadline. So okay, so yeah, it costs a lot of time and then energy. So if we know, maybe if I can tell him earlier about this, like about if I can give him the report earlier, so we won't have...
It's only confidential for us. For you, you can show who you like. So feel free to show all your partners or people you think it may add value to. Not your husband though. He doesn't need to know how to manage you. Keep that private.
Okay, so yeah, if I mean like what's written in the report is exactly what I'm struggling at the moment, because I have different priority at the moment. I have my baby, so I always ask him to give me very specific instruction about the work I need to be it need to be done, and then I also tell him that please don't give me like urgent work because I cannot do it. I cannot do it like how to say it. I cannot do it like at that moment because I need to arrange my time first, and then I need to like, oh, okay, I need to do it when my child sleeping or when he was with his grandma or something like that. So I need to be able to arrange my working time first, and then I will do it. But I will do it. I will meet the deadline, but I will work in my own schedule. So yeah, previously like it was our problem because he always asked me to do something as soon as possible or immediately when he asked me to do it, and that's what make we fight a lot because it's different priority because he was working full time and I'm working as a mom at home. So yeah, I cannot do like immediate work like what he expected. But now we are okay. We solved the problem. He understand my situation.
Yeah,
it's exactly like written in the report. But but before I cannot explain to him clearly about what happens in my situation because I don't understand myself well because maybe because I'm a new mom. This is my new situation. I never in this situation before. So yeah, before I cannot explain to him clearly, I just said like, oh, I don't have time right now, blah blah blah, and he think like maybe I'm not, I don't have maybe sense of ownership or stuff, but yeah, it's at the beginning because we don't know each other well. Because I mean, being a friend and being a business partner is actually quite different. And we just realized that when we start the business, and fortunately we are surviving the like few 2 years, almost 2 years now, and then we are not giving up back then, and even though we fight a lot, but we still a team. We are a solid team now. So yeah, I think it's better. It's better if I have the report earlier, so I can just share the result, and then he will understand about me better.
Yeah, it's strange that psychometrics isn't very highly used in Indonesia at the moment, but clearly that's something that we do hope to change. And I would anticipate that if you've been a client for a few years, if we'd analyzed you years before, just from how you talk about your self-perception, usually you're somebody that's a little more driven than you're finding yourself being able to be right now. But clearly that's because of the huge life change in becoming a mother. That just changes all of your priorities entirely.
Yes.
So but perhaps that's where some of your colleagues' frustration is coming from, where you appear to be less driven in the work environment because of such a major change in your life.
Yeah.
One of the things I wanted to touch on just on that front is your stress measurement. At the moment, there's a strong indicator that you're experiencing a very high level of work-related stress. So I just recommend, just talking to you now, it's clear that you're recognizing that yourself, and I think you're going to be quite happy just to share that with your colleagues, and hopefully, if you're all friends, just kind of manage that between you. Because it is something you do need to pay attention to, because our mental health should always come first, right?
Yes, it may be because like I said earlier that I'm a very logical person, and I always make a decision based on my logic thinking. And I don't know why, but since I become a mom, like I always like struggling with my emotional side of thinking. Like when I want to make some decision, I always like distracted with my emotional thinking. So it's like I have my own struggle in my brain because like my logical thinking is fighting my emotional thinking. Oh no, it's my emotional thinking is distracting my logical thinking. Like I cannot think straight like as before because I don't know like why my emotional thinking is keep coming and then try to distract me. But for me previously, I'm a very how to say that it's not I'm not easily distracted person. So
Yeah.
when I make a decision, I will stick to the plan and then I will finish it according my goal. So for example, like okay, I want to study in school. I'm going to school to study. So I will go to school even though it's like raining, it's flooding, or I lost my book, I will still going to the school because I need to go to school to study. So that's I'm that kind of person. So I'm not really I'm not easily distracted with the situation or circumstances around me.
Yeah, well, having your
That's
your
my
basic
it's my
personality, you're a high S and a high C.
previous
That's
life.
what we would say. We would say you're a high S, you're a high C, you're a classic engineer. You've got a classic technical mind. That actually lends itself very well to accounting. So it's a rules-based job that involves facts and figures. So your analytical brain probably works very, very well in that field. But again, when you find yourself where you're no longer in charge of your schedule, because you've got this tiny little person that controls your life now, you would get frustrated with that. But there are other tools that we have in psychometrics. There's an EQI that we could run you through. We can measure your different levels of empathy, etc. And that there's also training you can do in order to help improve management of that. If it's something that's frustrating you and something that's causing, perhaps lack of focus at work, it's something certainly worth investing in.
Okay. So that's assessing like more about mental.
It's just your emotional quotient in general.
Yeah,
so
okay.
As much as we have a natural intelligence, we have a natural emotional intelligence as well. So where you feel that perhaps previously your emotional intelligence may have been fairly low, being an analytical person, something like becoming a mother can flip that on its head.
Yeah.
So that's what you're experiencing right now. So again, with your analytical mind, if you had a little report from us printed out in front of you explaining exactly how that works as well and how to manage that, it would probably help you.
Yeah, like before, like I never cry when I watch movie or drama, but now I cry a lot when I watch drama and that stuff. Yeah, I don't know why. Like before, like I know it's like just an acting, like it's a drama, it's a movie, it's like not the real story, and I never cry. But now, even though I still know it's just a movie, but I will cry.
One word, it's hormones.
Maybe. That's strange. Like I feel like it's not. I'm like not myself before. It's like a completely new person.
Are you starting to enjoy it?
I'm like how to say, I'm not trying to fight myself again right now. I rather accept the changing. So that's make me happier, because before I was like, maybe before I was stressed a lot because what happens to myself, like why now, because I changed the way I'm thinking, and then how I make a decision, and that's what stressed me out before, and then that's very frustrating. But now I think I can, like, I'm trying to accepting the change in myself. So now I think the stress level is slightly lower. I can say that I'm not stressed now, but I think it's better because I make a peace for myself.
I said at least Before you may not have even realized how much it was affecting you, but when you receive your report a week or so ago, have the chance to read it, you can just go, okay, that's it. I understand now.
Yeah.
One of the things that we also offer as a company that I don't know if it would be appropriate for you guys, but where you were talking about being the three co-founders and you've naturally each picked up different tasks in the past, dependent on your understanding of each other and your personality traits at the time, with the possibility that your drive is a little lower due to your change of circumstances. We could actually do it, analyze the entire team dynamics, help you guys decide perhaps, who should be taking the lead on certain tasks, who should be taking charge on others. And there's one other thing as well that I just noted down while you were talking, where you were questioning your lack of negotiation skills. But with somebody who is a very high S and a very high C, what might help you is just have a fixed price. There's no negotiation. And when they ask you how much it costs, you can just tell them.
But that actually
make that price high.
That happens before. Like I make a price, I make like a formal quotation, and then they said like, oh, I know you think you are studying abroad, you act like you are smarter than us, and then you try to be very hard to it's like have low flexibility, that kind of stuff. I mean, I don't know, they cannot accept like professionalism. Like I make a proper Word document, like a report, and they said like, oh, you just act like you are smarter than us. I mean, like you hire me because I am more capable than you. But
you invested your time and effort in becoming who you are.
Yes, I mean, like you hire us because you need our services, and this is what we provide. But you said like they feel like we are underestimate them and stuff. I mean, that's weird.
Whatever price you give somebody in this area of the world, in my experience, whatever price you give them, they're going to ask for less.
Yes.
So just stick 20% on top. And then when they call you Sompong, go, okay, then just knock it off.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Is that something you struggle with frequently? Then it seems to be.
Yes, but now I give the job to my partner, so I never talk about price with them directly. So I just revise the document, or I just like discuss with my partner personally, like privately. So he will negotiate. He will meet the clients.
Okay, that's good.
So yeah,
one of the things we will do after this talk today, myself or one of the analysts will get in touch just to go through the report in depth. There's a lot there. There's stuff in there that I wouldn't feel comfortable talking about in a live setting. I'll say confidential for a reason. So that there are things just from a professional standpoint that we just wouldn't share. But also, that there are some recommendations we could give you on a personal level, how to perhaps improve your negotiation skills, some required reading. As business professionals, we've all been through the same. Everybody, when I tell them how much our products cost, pretty much starts with a how much. But there's value in what we do. Where else can you buy 40 years of experience?
Yes.
So, be proud about your prices and try and stick to them in the future. Were there any other questions that you would have for me before I pass you across to Damie?
No, I'm good. I think I can just, if I have a question, I can ask you directly, I think.
Yeah, you can always drop us a line. I'll make sure that you get my direct contact number after this talk, and then if you ever need anything, just drop me a line. But pleasure speaking to you at least, and perhaps next time you're in Jakarta we can all meet.
Okay, yes, I think it's for the audience here, if you have struggled with your work life, maybe you can try taking the test because it's very helpful for me. And it's like it will worth your money, and then you will know yourself better, and then I think it can have a positive impact to the work as well.
Thanks so much for the recommendation, Michelle. Let's scream for Damie together, shall we?
Yeah.
Damie. He's gone. I guess he's with his kids as well, maybe. I don't know.
I think Damie's here, but I think he's freezing, so maybe he's have a connection problem.
He's having the same problems I have. I guess the internet in Surabaya is more reliable, is it?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's because I don't know, using the No, I'm using my phone connection.
Yeah,
Hmm.
looking like
Okay,
rain here in Bali. While we're waiting for Danny, then we can talk more. It's fine.
Oh,
There's always something to
I'm
add.
here if you can
Oh.
hear me.
Oh, you're back.
Something like that.
Okay.
And the connection is
Yeah.
really unstable because Hujan is starting here.
Yeah, we're
Starts to
just
rain here.
getting the same here in Bali, so I might cut out any second. In fact, I might have to move indoors. So I'll hand you back to Michelle. I'll chat to you later, bro.
Okay, thank you for being here, Mr. Max, during your business trip. Mostly appreciated. See you
Thank
soon.
you, Max.
Okay. See you soon. Thanks, Michelle.
Thank you.
Bye now.
Okay, hi, Danny.
Michelle, can you hear me?
Yes, very clear.
Good. So, how was that? We're talking with
It's
Mr. Max.
it's a good talk, and then he can describe more about the personality and then what I'm facing at the moment. So yeah, I think he has more understanding about my personality than myself because he read the report and then the report like exactly what I am at the moment. So it's good.
Okay, so like you said before, it's pretty accurate.
Yes, yes. It's surprisingly very
Understand.
accurate about my situation right now.
Yeah.
Because like I was
So would it be valuable for your colleagues with Matt?
Sorry, what?
Would it also be would this be
Oh, I
for
think you
other
have
founders to
bad. Can you repeat the question? I think you have a bad
do something
connection.
else?
I cannot hear you clearly.
Yes. Would it be valuable for you to do this with everybody so you know what to expect from each other and how to manage each other?
Yes. Okay. So actually, like we are in my team. In my team, we are experiencing like how to say that, like we are working as a team for like the past almost 2 years, and then it takes 2 years for us to understand each other. But with this report, I can like they can understand me better easily because the report is very accurate about me. So I think when a team, especially for the founders team, if they can take the test, it will help us to understand each other better without any cost, like for like draining your energy or cost you money or cost your time.
Okay.
And cost your emotion, because you can just understand each other through the report.
Okay, yeah, that's what I meant. If it would be valuable to
Yes, I think it will be very valuable.
to make it all more going fluently, right?
Right. Yes.
So, in your overall opinion, so you said actually this is pretty accurate.
For myself, very accurate.
Okay, I have wait, so 1 second. Ghaffar, can you hear me?
Who?
Ghaffar is someone who's watching the whole time.
I'm here. Thank you. I am a good listener.
Okay, Ghaffar, my question to you, because you're one of the audience, what do you think of this session?
I think this is good enough. I'll start from the beginning, I guess. What have I told you before that this is a good session for me because I can learn more about this. So I guess, yeah, for me this is a very very good session.
Okay, thank you. And why is it good? Kenapa?
Too many things I have to say good because this is from the first I hear the conversation from Miss. I'm sorry, Miss
Michella.
Oh, Michella.
Miss Michella.
Miss Michella. Yeah. This is for me. I can draw conclusion. This is a very good for me. I can learn more about the topic is. I can improve myself for this.
Okay, thank you very much for being here also. Yeah. Thank you, Pak. Makasih.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. I see that Ade, you were here the whole time. Can you unmute yourself?
Okay, sir. I'm sorry. I can hear you very clearly, and
Yeah.
my kids is around me.
Yeah, that is no problem. We all have that situation. I'm lucky in the office, so the children at home. But Ade, what do you think about this session?
It's very good. Like it sounds like doctors said that I can improve myself from experience from Miss Michella. It's a good conversation with user, and yeah,
Okay. Connection
that
also difficult.
I can improve. I'm sorry.
No problem. Part of the show, right? Thank you for your answer, by the way. Yeah. So, Michelle,
Yes.
so what do you think now? If you reviewed yourself, I prepared you a little bit on the topics by the interview, of course, right? What would be your personal benefit about what you just discussed with Mr. Max?
Okay, so because I mentioned before in the session, like I am struggling with myself a lot, like for this past year since I have my baby. So yeah, I have like a very life-changing life-changing things happen in myself. So I'm struggling a lot in the way that how I'm thinking now. And I always feel bad to my partner, like to ask them to like, please don't give me immediate work. Like I need some more time to do it. Like I need to schedule my working time myself. I cannot follow their tempo of work, like their working time. And then I always ask him like, please give me specific instruction for every job. So because I always work independently, so I need to know exactly the requirement in order to give the result as he expected or they expected. And at the beginning, it's very hard for them to understand why I need such a detailed instruction. And then they said it's impossible to give me like a whole checklist of information that needs to be exist in the work or in the report. But that's what I asked them. and I was like, I feel bad to ask that sorts of things, and then I feel bad to have that kind of requirement to them. And then it's it has been my own struggle, because I feel like it's not like me before, like why I think this way or why I need this kind of requirement to them and stuff. But after I read the report, I realized that actually that's what makes me at the moment. Like that's exactly what my personality at the moment. I mean, like I need that, and it's not like I'm being crazy about asking them for this, but I really need to know.
Like it's balancing between
like
mama and also working.
Yeah, and yeah, it's like it's my own struggle before. Like I'm trying to understand myself why I'm asking that kind of requirement, but according to the result, that's what makes me myself at the moment. So
yeah, But that's the most important, because like Mr. Max already said, you had some life-changing experiences, and then things will happen also with yourself that have impact on you. And so rediscovering yourself is very important to go forward. Well, and overall, also in the ending of the session, I want to thank you for being here, Michella. It was good to see you again. That's first, and this time a little bit more formal because we have this show. For the audience who are watching, this is about leadership, but also the road to leadership and what comes more. Miss Michella is a good example if you talk about leadership, but also being a mom and also in all kinds of emotional changes. So how do you balance yourself without losing control of the company and your life?
Yes.
Right? So thank you very much for this, Michella. I hope it was also educational for you. After this session, I will share Mr. Max's phone number with you so you can contact him for a full report. Because Mr. Max and have a confidentially, so he cannot discuss all the nasty details of your report publicly, unless you allow it. But so better you do it in a private session. Matt is always open for that, and maybe you can also discuss other things with him. I'm going to end the session, Michella. So thank you very much for being. Is there any last thing you want to say?
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity, Demi and Max. It's a quite yeah, it's amazed me. The result is very accurate, and the one of the most important thing is like the report tell me that this is my self, like it's my personality. It's not like I am trying to always make excuses about my condition. I mean, like I am just being myself. I'm not trying to lie to them or just making excuses to them, but that's myself. So that make me less like my stress level a little bit lower, because I always questioning myself why I'm making these excuses to them. But okay, that's exactly what I am today. Like that's my personality.
Now you just take your personality report and you say, listen, this is me.
Yeah, this is me. It's not. I'm not trying to make excuses every time.
Yeah, good. It's not just how do you call it? I think myself, I'm a psychological profiler myself without any software or instruments. And to be honest, the DISC methodology is not really I'm not really big a fan of that, because exactly what Mr. Max said, right? And you get a similar description of yourself actually tells nothing about you. But when I met SDA, I understood that behavior analyzing with data sets that can be actually more accurate than my personal opinion, say like that, based on my skills. So that's why I like to also work with this, because I see the value for everyone, and not only projecting yourself, not only to create have a, how do you call that, a vision about the interrelationship emotional partnership between the teams, but also when you're hiring. I mean, imagine that you hire someone and you can, for a small fee, you can actually predict already how this person is going to perform the coming 6 months, and also that you know how to manage this person effectively. They can save you the experience that you have to say goodbye in 6 months to someone who had a great resume and the perfect experience, but then as a person, this person was not so good at all, and the whole team dislikes him and actually became a disturbing factor. And mostly you discover that after 6 months, but then you already paid 6 months salary also. You know, so that's how I see it a little bit. So thank you for this. I'm going to end the session. Okay. I think you also have things to do, because you said to me 15:30 latest. So again, thank you for being here. I'm going to put on the sponsor video, and then I will end this session.
Okay. Thank you, Demi.
Sama-sama. Thank you everybody for being here, and I hope you watch the next one coming Monday.
Okay. Hope to see you soon.
Sama-sama.
Bingung membuat learning plan untuk perusahaan kamu? Sulit mencari training provider yang sesuai dengan anggaran kamu? Lembur terus untuk koordinasi dengan banyak training provider? Gak usah khawatir, Pasar Trainer punya semua solusinya. Puluhan training provider dengan ratusan program training tersedia di Pasar Trainer, baik offline maupun online. Kamu bisa memilih kategori training apapun sesuai dengan kebutuhan kamu. Tinggal daftar dan kamu sudah bisa pilih sendiri training terbaik buat kamu. Ubah cara lamamu membeli training dengan segala kemudahan di Pasar Trainer. Mau tahu lebih lanjut? Kunjungi www.pasartrainer.com.